So let's do an example of a binomial distribution. Let's say a random variable follows a binomial distribution with a probability of success at p equals 0.65. And we have a sample size, or lowercase n, of 10. So let's say in our first scenario, we're interested in finding exactly 5 successes. And so I'll go ahead and write exactly 5 is the same as saying the probability that x is equal to 5. So I'll go ahead and draw the binomial curve just so we can get a visual of what this will look like. So go 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I stop at 10 because we're doing a sample of 10, right? So in our binomial curve here, if I want to know exactly 5, that means I'm interested in just this part of the curve. And so you can see I've captured the 5 right there, and I'm only interested in this shaded area, or this probability right here. So we use Excel in this class, and so we'll go ahead and in Excel you would type in equals binom.dist parentheses. I'm running out of space, so I'm just going to write it below. We're going to put x is our 5, our n of 10, our p of 0.65, and because we're not adding up multiple variables, we're not adding multiple values here. We're just interested in a single value. That's the number 5. Then it's not cumulative. We'll go ahead and type in false. And so that's going to be the formula that we use in Excel. Anytime you're doing an exact value, it is not cumulative. We're not adding up. Hence, we use false. So let's do a different scenario. Let's say we're interested in finding the probability of 7 or more. So it's helpful to write out what this means. We're interested in the probability, so 7 or more. So I am interested in the 7th value, 8, 9, and 10. So I'll go ahead and write x is greater than or equal to, and I will go ahead and put 7 because it includes 7, right? 7 or more, meaning I would count 7, 8, 9, 10. So again, if we visualize this, we're interested in 7 or more. So if I draw my line here, I'm interested in this part of the curve. So 7, 8, 9, 10. So this right here is the probability that x is greater or equal to 7. And so the problem, though, is Excel doesn't know how to read this side of the curve. It only knows how to read left to right. So what we have to do is we're going to have to do 1 minus, because 1 represents our entire curve. So I like to visualize, imagine here's 1 minus, I need to subtract this part right here. I got to get rid of this left side in order to find the right side over here. And so what is this area going to be? That's what's left. So we can see here on this side is the number 6. That means this area has the value 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. In other words, this part of my curve is the probability that x is less than or equal to 6. And it has all the numbers in here. So to type this into Excel, let's go ahead and do equals 1 minus binom.dist parentheses. Now again, remember I've got my drawing here, my 1 minus. So what are we going to get rid of from the curve in order to find 7 or more? So I'll go ahead and plug in 6 for my x, because this is the part that I'm getting rid of right here. My n is still 10. My p is still 0.65. And we are adding up all the probabilities in this area here. So go ahead and type in true, close parentheses, and that'll be the process for this scenario right here. So let's do one last example. Let's say we're interested in the probability of 9 or fewer. So here, again, we want to think about what's that the probability of. So that's going to be the probability that x fewer is a less than scenario. So we always have the less than or equal to. And let's see, where would we begin counting? 9 or fewer. So we would count 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, all the way down to 0. So go ahead and put 9 there. And again, if I visualize it on my curve, see where 9 begins. So we would cut off right here. That means I'm interested in 9 or fewer. So I'm interested in this shaded area right here, my entire curve from 9 and down. So 9, 8, 7, 6, all the way to 0 is what we're interested in. And Excel knows how to read left to right, so this would be straightforward. We'll go ahead and type in equals binom.dist, parentheses, my x, what I'm including in my count from left to right is going to be the 9. My n is 10. My probability of success is the 0.65. And it is cumulative. We are adding up our probabilities. We're adding up all of the area in here. So I'll type in true, and that's how you'll find the probability of 9 or fewer. So if you have any questions, just let me know.